Welcome back to Capitol Review. Our guest this week is coming off of his win from the midterm elections. We want to welcome back to Capitol Review Congressman Don Beyer, who represents Virginia's 8th District. Congressman, congratulations. You easily won re-election to a 5th term in office, and also a big week for House Democrats. You were there in the chamber when Speaker Pelosi made the announcement. What was it like on the House floor as a whole, and for you personally, to hear that she was not seeking re-election?
Well, it was mostly expected. We especially expected it this morning when she said she was going to make an announcement. That we figured if she was going to serve, another term as leader would have been a different process. But we filled it up, and there was a great sense of just appreciation, Thanksgiving, and a sense of being, at a historic place at a historic time. A person that most of us believe is the best speaker in American history, announcing or stepping aside from the leadership for the first time in decades.
Yeah, so you've known Speaker Pelosi for such a long time. Can you talk about some of your most significant or valuable moments working with her?
Well, I got to go to Glasgow with her last November for the climate change conference. And it was just amazing because we probably were doing 12 events a day, but she was having to do opening statements, opening speeches at each one of the 12 events, each one of them different. I've worked with her for a long time, and she is absolutely tireless. No one knows how she can get up so early, work so late, and always be cheerful, gracious, and on point. She's been really fun to work with. There's nobody like her.
And going back to the midterms now, there wasn't a red wave, but at the same time, Democrats did lose the House majority. So what takeaways do you have from the election?
I was very encouraged by it. I thought it was a return to the center, a return to common sense. That most of the extreme candidates lost, especially on the Republican side. And we only lost 4 incumbents, and each one of them basically lost districts that had become much more Republican through the redistricting that happens every 10 years. We were able, I think, we never knew whether the public would appreciate the infrastructure bill, all the Inflation Reduction Act, reductions in the price of medicines and insulin, that people would really appreciate the fact that we've done all these major climate change bills, but turns out they did. And I'm sure at some point, the Dobbs decision on a woman's reproductive freedom had an impact.
So you'll be going back to the House for a new term in January. What do you hope to see with this really new era of leadership?
Well, it will be fun. On the Democratic side, we're likely to have 3 people in their 50s and 40s. A real passing of the torch. I know all of them. They're smart and good and kind and hardworking. That will be fun. It's such a narrow majority for the Republicans in the House, and 50-50 or 51-49 for Democrats in the Senate, that we're going to have to continue to work together if we're going to get anything done. If Kevin McCarthy and his folks go too far crazy right, it's not going to pass the House, and then we'll go nowhere in the Senate. So I'm optimistic we can get some good things done.
All right, and a lot more to talk about with Congressman Don Beyer. Stay with us. You're watching Capitol Review.